The Red Wedding stands as one of the most shocking moments of the entire Game of Thrones series. An event where the Stark family and their allies were mercilessly slaughtered. It still gives fans nightmares. Cersei's Walk of Atonement was another jaw-dropping moment. When Cersei was forced to take a nude Walk of Atonement through the streets of King's Landing, no one expected her to make it out alive. When Jon Snow was betrayed and stabbed to death by the men of the Night's Watch, fans were absolutely stunned. This was perhaps one of the most shocking moments of the entire series. Hang on, it gets even more intense. When Jon Snow was miraculously brought back to life by Melisandre, it completely changed the fate of Westeros. Cersei's brutal revenge on her enemies was a big shock. She blew up the Sept of Baelor with wildfire, claiming the lives of hundreds, including her own son. Then came the Battle of Blackwater. The battle saw King Stannis Baratheon's forces pit against House Lannister. The battle was a gripping and bloody affair. We can't forget the execution of Ned Stark. When Eddard Stark was beheaded by Sir Ilyn Payne in front of the Red Keep, the entire world was sent into shock. Bran's fall from the tower caused shockwaves throughout the Seven Kingdoms. His plunge changed the shape of Westeros forever and paved the way for the White Walkers. Everyone was left breathless when Arya emerged from the darkness and killed the Night King in a single move. It was unknown if this would be the last battle of mankind. During the Battle of Winterfell, Daenerys went through a harrowing experience as Dothraki forces were butchered by the army of the dead. When the White Walkers morphed into a dragon and attacked King's Landing, it felt like it was the end of Westeros. Fortunately, it wasn't. The Battle of the Bastards had cruel twists and turns. It felt like Jon Snow was doomed, but Lady Monsah brought the cavalry in the nick of time. Joffrey's death by poisoning was one of the most satisfying moments of the series. His death marked the beginning of a new era for Westeros. When the Grand Maester Pycelle was brutally killed by a horde of children while trying to flee King's Landing, it shocked many. The death of Khal Drogo was one of the most heartbreaking moments. When his wife Daenerys had to smother him with a pillow, fans around the world were grief-stricken. Littlefinger's execution was very unexpected. He was one of the most powerful characters in Westeros, yet he was eventually brought down. When Daenerys burned Jon Snow's enemies alive, it brought forward her hidden strong side. It was clear she had the potential to become the Mad Queen. Oberyn Martell's gruesome death at the hands of the Mountain provided an insight into what could happen when conspiring against powerful players. Jaime's slashing of the throat of the Mad King was one of those rare moments that can be considered both sad and satisfying. Varys' death was gruesome and unexpected. It seemed like none of the schemers in Westeros were safe in this ruthless world of power and ambition. Cersei's deaths of Lord Tywin and her husband Robert Baratheon left all in shock. This was a huge change in Westeros' political landscape. When Davos took Gendry to Dragonstone and Melisandre wanted to sacrifice him, it seemed that Gendry was in danger of being killed. Renly Baratheon's death was unexpected and shocking. He was suddenly killed by a monstrous shadow from a magical ritual performed by Melisandre. When Euron Greyjoy killed two of Daenerys' dragons, it seemed like Westeros was headed towards the brink of destruction. The Hound's unexpected reappearance in the Battle of King's Landing was a pleasant surprise after so long.